All right, my friends. How are you today? Aaron here bringing you daily horoscope for Tuesday, the 20th of July, 2021. We have the moon moving through the middle degrees of Sagittarius today, connecting around 7 o'clock in the morning with the south node. And then around 2 p.m., it's going to be creating a trine from the moon in Sagittarius to Chiron in the fire sign of Aries. So we have this great sense of healing, releasing, and letting go happening the entire day, or a good chunk of the day at least. Let me show you the chart here because there's some other cool aspects that are happening to the moon at the same time between 7 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. A good chunk of our day, like I said. So it's like it's like not going back. The past is the past, and the future is the future, and that's okay. And this is a small world, and a small community, in a sense, when we start to journey, when we start to travel, which the moon here in Sagittarius is trying to teach us. Travel, learn, learn from as many sources as you can, learn how other people are surviving in the world, learn politics from other cultures, from other, learn from other religions, learn from other, how do they educate themselves? How do they teach their youth? There's a lot to learn. There's a lot throughout history for us to learn. And we, getting up and going through the everyday norm, we kind of lose track that every day can be quite miraculous, and magic can happen each day, and we can kind of manifest and put those things into an alignment. So not getting in, so it's allowing an emotional attachment to dissolve. At the same time, the moon and the south node here, south node is all about letting go, releasing that information. It is connecting here this septile to Mars in Leo. And the moon and the south node in Sagittarius are also creating a septile to Neptune, home in Pisces. So And Neptune and Pisces and Mars in Leo have a little quintile happening, or not quintile, excuse me, a quincunx. So it's like they almost don't even see each other during this. So let me explain what that means. So Mars in Leo is like this moving forward, let's go kind of thing. Neptune, in Pisces is like, it could be anything. We don't know what we're going toward, but we know we're going towards something, and we know we have, this direction, this burning fire in us that's wanting us to go in this direction, whatever direction that is. We might not understand why. We might not understand the calling. We might not understand the inspiration, but it's saying yes. And Mars is like, yeah, okay. I don't have to know what's around the bend. I don't have to know what's around the corner in order for me to take these steps or to take the initiative. And not only take the initiative, but to stay consistent on this journey, stay consistent in whatever I'm trying to set out forth and do. And with the moon being in the sign of Sagittarius, again, it's just like we're ready to journey for the long haul. And again, we're not going to be stuck on just because I visited the river. Oh, it's like, oh, I've walked that park before, the one closest to my house, so there's no point in walking it again. I want to walk every park in my area. And it's just like, eventually it's just like, well, just go for it. It's just like, so there's this like notion in the back of the head that's just like, okay, well, just because I've been to that park and because I've walked those trails, I know what the experience is going to be. And the universe here, the spheres of life are trying to teach us, like, no, go for a walk down, that park that's the closest to your house that you might have visited every single time. And there could be this, miraculous, unknown, spectacular thing that awaits you. And to not like box ourselves in, kind of. Yeah. Let me come back to the chart here. So then we move forward. Moon's now making a septile. Moon here in Sagittarius, fire, septile to Venus, fire in Leo. Venus' last couple of days here in Leo, Mars and Venus still creating a conjunction together, only 4 degrees apart. This is still powerful. That means what we value, what we love, what we desire, our passions, what motivates us, the energy that moves us. These two energies are really working together. And furthering Mars saying, I don't care where we're going, to this little thing here to Neptune. I don't have to have definitive details to be motivated to get up and to do whatever I have to do. And now the moon not only creating that septile to Uranus and Taurus, but the septile to Venus in Leo. This is saying I value this. I value the journey. I value getting up every day. I value waking up and doing this. I value putting in this effort. I value putting in this energy. And this septile to Uranus here in Taurus is that breakthrough. It's just like, this consistency sometimes, or by not expecting what we think is going to happen, by allowing ourselves to be open, to be vulnerable. A couple more connections going on here. The sun, 28 degrees of Cancer, a couple days left. The sun here in Cancer before it enters Leo to join Mars. I think Venus and the sun are both going to move out at the same time, really. But either way, the sun connecting the septile to the North Node. Okay, when the sun's in Cancer, when anything is in Cancer, Mercury's in Cancer right now as well. Communication, sometimes we can hold things back. Sometimes we keep things close to chest, right? We don't want others to see our cards. We don't want to, we don't want to spill the beans about everything. For some reason, us humans, we like this little, cat and mouse game sometimes, and we can't talk about everything, even if you're really excited about it. Don't show your excitement. Then the other person will see that you're excited, and they'll become, they think you're boring. It's like psychologically, we're so weird species. Either way, we have the sun, which can be tucked away, hidden back a little bit, hiding our personality, right? The sun is our ego, our personality. So we can be a bit tucked back, emotionally reserved during this time, these last couple of days of this energy, where the septile to the North Node, this is saying, like, don't be afraid to be adventurous. Take your vulnerable self out and see where it's going to get you. Don't be afraid of the journey. Don't be afraid of the process. You don't know who you're going to run into. You don't know what you're going to run into. And furthermore, that shouldn't be scary. It should be exciting. I don't know who I'm going to meet today. I don't know what's going to happen when I go out there. I'm a mess right now. I'm crying. I'm pulling myself together. I've just, divorced, or this happened or whatever, and it's just like, being in our own personal prison sometimes isn't the answer. Sometimes nature's the answer. Sometimes coming out, sometimes journeying out. And there's a little bit of this Cancer energy that does say, taking care of home, taking care, of business here. But sometimes we're using this as an excuse to stay small. And the other energies of the zodiac right now are kind of overplaying or overwhelming that staying back, tucked back energy. And it's saying, no, get out there, go express, go play, go be free, go cry in the park if you're, whatever, go in a meadow or whatever. Let the sun kiss your face if you can. Another connection, we have all these septiles going on. Again, those septiles are fate and destiny. The universe is helping us out. The universe is shining its light and saying, here, there's a gift. Another one going on between Mercury in Cancer and Saturn in the sign of Aquarius, big boss Saturn here in the community. And this is an interesting one because when we look at Saturn in general, we look at kind of Capricorn and that business, meticulous kind of energy, boss mentality, big business, government. This would be Wall Street, where Cancer here is Main Street, mom and pop kind of home. This is the warm feelings where we can be vulnerable, and Saturn's just like, we don't have time for that. We've got to buckle down and get stuff together. And this is an interesting septile because this is, about communicating from the heart, communicating with vulnerability, communicating from your place of comfort. This is like there's strength and comfortability in this vulnerable expression and learning how to be the authority. So this is like, in a sense, like, okay, if you're an individual that's becoming a business or a business owner, and you get a bad review, it's just like if you're talking with, Kathy or Jerry down the road or your friend or whatever, and they give you a bad whatever, you might respond differently than you were on Twitter or social media or, an email to a customer. So this is like kind of trying to be compassionate and yet boss-like and caring about whatever the topic is, but also understanding the boundaries that are necessary to be successful for self and within the community. How can I be successful both by being caring and compassionate and connect all of this together, perhaps? Or how can I create this mom and pop field business, and structure it and really compete in the bigger world of business? That could be a huge thing here, is because there's a lot of independence going on. And, Neptune still septile to Neptune and Pisces, still quintile, septile, fate, destined connection. These are outer planets. These are really special to Uranus and Taurus, because this is breakthroughs. This is about the limitless possibilities, and Taurus is like, this is fundamental and practical, and Uranus is breakthroughs and new concepts and new ideas and all these things. And it's like we're entering this age of Aquarius. So we have this, we're breaking, this old patriarchy, entering the matriarchy. We're ending this old cycle of following corporate rules and ideas, and this is how you're going to be successful. It's just like, no, this is how we maintain you to be successful. That's not how I get successful. I have to think of new creative breakthrough ways for me to shine my light, because what you're doing is you want me to add to your light, and that's not the world that we're moving into anymore. So we have a lot of these things in our favor that are saying, step up, shine your light, think outside the box, be fearless, take that journey, take those first steps, get out there. We don't know what's going to happen, but it's okay. And get those thoughts of fear kind of out of the mind. And see what life has to offer. see what a Tuesday has to offer. My friends, I love you. I wish you luck on this beautiful day. We'll see you tomorrow.